Be me, 17-year-old degenerate. Decide to say fuck homework, I'll roleplay instead. Scroll through a fandom forum until I find a Fallout roleplay. New Vegas, come one, come all. Decide that this couldn't be too bad. Setting is that the platinum chip was destroyed and Caesar has yet to attack the dam. Cool.jpg. I decide that maybe this is worth my while. Look through character pages. There must have been 50 different boss chapters because there were lone surviving paladins everywhere. If I hadn't scrolled down, I wouldn't have cringed at the metric fuckton amount of NCR rangers. They are more numerous than stealth archers. Every so often, I'd come across a raider or an edgy gangster. Eventually, I got to the better character pages. Among them were a few traveling traders, 2 legionaries, a bunch of random civilians, and a very feisty vault dweller who hated non-whites. Remember this guy, I'll explain later. I see that no one has yet to make an Enclave character. Dickorect.gif. Make the most original character I can for a fandom. Character is a thin male robotics engineer / spy, sent to gain support into the Mojave and find intel on the boss in NCR. Mods argue that, the Enclave is dead. I should have stated that all these faggots are probably in Antifa's gay fan club. GM thinks that I'll be a good addition to the roleplay, so he allows it. Bad idea.png. They send me the special and skill sheet to fill out. I take my time thinking about what I want. Put my specials into intelligence and charisma. Put my skills into science, repair, and speech. I see all the other filled out sheets. All of these boss edgelords put their specials into strength and charisma. How much stronger can you be if you are already in power armor? Retarded.pip. All the edgy kids put their skills into sneak, speech, and unarmed combat. Power armored ninja kids.bat. Among the edge, there are a few of us who aren't absolute tards. But as unlikely as humanly possible, we are the misfits. I decide I'll start off in the northern part of the Mojave. It's a hot wasteland that is not hospitable to life. I mark this down because intel. At this point, I get a gift from the heavens. Everyone got something directly from the GM. While walking through the wasteland, I come across a slightly damaged Protectron. While it has some minor damage, most of its components are intact. I find out that it's simply out of energy. After a perception check, using my science skills, and a roll of 16, I rig an energy pack for my plasma defender to be a battery for the Protectron. I insert it into the robot and, faster than the speed of light, a mod says, "You gotta roll to see if it works, bro." Fucking cucks. Roll a 10. The Protectron comes online, but only one of its arms work. God damn it. Proceed to perception check for the problem. Don't have to roll because I'm a robotics engineer. You find that until you get a fusion core, the robot won't be at peak efficiency. What in the fuck.prototype? Decide to say fuck it and begin walking south. Every so often, mods will throw a ghoul or a coyote at me, but in all, they actually don't fuck with me. After a half a day's travel, I decide to stop and rest. That is until I'm woken in the middle of the night by the groaning of a deathclaw. As soon as I wake up, I roll for a perception check. Critical success, bitch. A young deathclaw has been injured by a bighorner it was trying to kill. I make sure to put a sigh of relief into my post. I was about to shoot the Deathclaw and get it over with until I realized it hadn't been a mod that gave me this random encounter. It was the GM. I quickly go through the post again and find that the GM had kinda emphasized that the Deathclaw could not fight back. All other characters would have no reason to not kill this thing. But my character is a part of the Enclave. Guess which faction has successfully tamed Deathclaws? EvilGrinEngaged.com. I approach the Deathclaw, which is laying on its back. Sneak roll. 4. Fuck. Deathclaw sees me as soon as I move into its eyesight. Thankfully, it doesn't make a move on me, but it does bare its teeth and swipe in my direction. I look at it and do a perception check on the wound. 13. From what I can tell, the beast is not mortally wounded, but I can't tell how deep the wound is or how long it has been wounded from where I am. The obvious thing to do is get closer, right? Nah, fuck that shit, bro. I go back to my bag and start looking through it for a stim pack. I only had the one stim pack, so I had to make sure this was worth it. I go back to the Deathclaw, and it's clawing at the Longhorner. Still pissed.webm. As a person with high intelligence, I know that Deathclaws are very smart animals. I do not approach the beast, but I make sure it can see the stim pack I have. I motion the stim pack as if I'd be sticking myself with it. Roll for an intelligence check on the Deathclaw. Fucking critical success. The creature stops baring its teeth at me and watches without emotion as I motion with the stim pack. I roll to see what happens if I approach it. Roll a 3. Deathclaw jumps up and almost charges me. Perception check on wounds. 17. Deathclaw falls down. I start approaching the Deathclaw and watch as it sprawls itself on the ground. It writhes in pain for a while. This is my chance. Do a speed roll. 13. Get really close to the Deathclaw. Stab the stim pack into its back and let the fluids of faith flow. Get away as fast as possible. I do get a small slash on my calf as I run away, but nothing to worry about. After a few seconds of the Deathclaw being confused and painless, it stands up and looks at me. I roll to see if it attacks, runs away, or stays with me. Roll 12. Deathclaw runs off into the night. Wow, that was cool. A good waste of a stim pack. I decide to go back to sleep. Walk past Igor, the name of the Protectron, and lay down. Fucking Deathclaw ruined my night and almost made me shit myself. At this point, the mods are wondering what in the fuck the GM is doing, but it's clear that due to my character being the only bad guy, I should get special shit. Cool. Everyone's gonna kill me. Wake up the next morning and start hiking. Walk past the carcass of the Longhorner and get a foul stench in my nostrils. Get a closer look at the dead creature. Something had pissed on the Longhorner to mark its territory. Very obvious that a Deathclaw was around somewhere. Do a perception check. 15. I see a few large footprints, but nothing indicating that this wasn't from the night before or what direction the Deathclaw ran off to. I should make it clear now that this roleplay was, quote, hardcore. If you were killed, you were dead. There was no getting resurrected or saved by a miracle. Unless a doctor was on standby to see to a non-fatal wound, you're dead. So fuck that to staying in the wilderness. I made a roll to see if I could find any nearby rolls, and with success I found a highway to the southeast. And with that highway, I found chem-crazed cockblockers.